Let's try it again. So number 15, Aaron, it's not Erwin, Aaron, has letter tiles that spell cabinet. She has selected 3 of these tiles at random. Determine the probability that the tiles she has selected are 2 vowels and 1 consonant. Okay. So there's some restrictions here, right? We would have a total, we would be able to find out how many options there would be to select one of those. We would have to narrow things down to vowels and consonants. And it's probability, so we do have to find out, what the total is, right? How many different ways could you pick 3 of these? Okay. So how many, let's see, how many tiles are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So there's 7. So the total, how many ways can we do that? Are there any repeats? Are there any letters that repeat? No. Okay, so that's good. So how can we figure out the total? Yeah, there's 7 in total, and we want to choose 3, right? So this is going to be what? 35, looks like. So that's going to be the total number of ways, okay, that we could choose. And again, order doesn't matter, so we need to consider that. Okay. So determine the probability that the tiles she selected are 2 vowels and 1 consonant. Okay. So how many ways could we get those? 2 vowels and 1 consonant. Well, if you look in here, how many vowels do we have? We have 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we have a total of 3 vowels, and we would want to choose 2 of them. Okay. So the favorable outcomes, remember, probability, right, of 2 vowels, okay, along with 1 consonant, we'll just write it something like that, would be the probability of favorable outcomes, I'll just do this, divided by probability of total outcomes. Okay, so we've got the total here, 7, choose 3, the order doesn't matter, so we're working on the favorable outcomes here. Is everyone okay with that? So we've got 3 we're going to pick. 2 of them have to be vowels and 1 of them a consonant. So we've got 3 vowels so far in the word, and we want to choose 2 of them. Does that make sense? So this right here, it would be 3, choose 2. Right there. Okay. And then we're going to multiply, because this is kind of all happening at once. So what do we have left there? We have consonants 1, 2, 3, 4. All of the other ones. And so we have 4. And we want to choose how many? 1. Okay. So this is not necessarily a question about cases. It's not like at least 2 vowels, right? So if it said at least 2 vowels, we'd have to consider, okay, what's 2 vowels and then 3 vowels, right? So you have to consider both of those. This is just what's the probability of 2 vowels and 1 consonant. So up here then, we have this right here, which is what? Someone figure that out here. 3 choose 2 is going to be 4. What's 3 choose 2? 3 times, what's 4 choose 1? 4. Good. Yeah. So we have 12 up here, and we have 35 down here, out of 35 total. So let me just rewrite this part up here so you can see that. So the vowels, 3 choose 2, times the consonants, 4 choose 1. So 12 out of 35 should be your answer as a percent. If you want to write that, then that's, so what is it? 34.3%. All right. So that's number 15. That's number 15. So remember when we're talking about probability, it's favorable outcomes divided by total outcomes. And then within that, you have to figure out how we figure out our favorable outcomes and so on. Okay?